Time now for our point-to-point update, I'm delighted to say. As ever, Tiggy Vale Titterton joins us to chat about the point-to-pointing scene. And one thing that I noticed, Tiggy, as we welcome you to the show, was the success of Richard Johnson's daughter, Willow, last weekend in a dramatic race.
Yes, yeah, so Willow had her second ride, which was a winning ride aboard Jimmy the Digger. This took place at Higham, was the Ladies' Open. And yeah, the race was very eventful, I suppose. The odds-on favourite would have been Gina Andrews and Famous Clement. Unfortunately, they parted company at the fourth fence, which meant it became a match race between Janica and Jimmy the Digger. And Willow kind of presented with good momentum going forward into the last. Jimmy put in a huge jump. Luckily, she came back down in the right place, losing both her irons and managing to hold on till just over the line. But no, it's definitely a memorable moment. And it spoke to both Richard and Willow in the week. And yeah, they're really, really pleased. And Willow says, you know, her dream is to follow in her dad's footsteps. So yeah, there'll be plenty more to come there.
It was a good start from her, wasn't it? Certainly to maintain the momentum, maintain her balance after what happened.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. And I think the company that they've got, I think they'll have a lot more wins going through the season. Richard actually mentioned she's obviously in the midst of her A-levels, but she is thinking and trying to get her amateur licence out. So they said, not sure where she'll pop up next, whether it will be over hurdles or over fences or back in point to point. So yeah, we'll stay tuned for that.
What a fantastic day for her. Give us some more headlines from last weekend.
Yeah, so headlines last weekend, we had the first of the, we had two of the first hands and heels races. So at Higham, Habrisco won with Kerashini. This is her third win of the season. And then at Friars Hoff on the Sunday, we had Will Brown. He won aboard, oh gosh, the horse's name escapes me now. Apologies there. It'll come to me. Arthur's Seat, that was it. And so that was really good to see those really well supported. And then other big headlines, I suppose, at Higham, senior citizen pulled it out the bag for trainer and PPA board member Alan Hill. So that gave him his 450th point-to-point winner. He actually finished the day on 451, and I spoke to his son, Joe, and they said they're calling him Project 500. So combining with his under rules wins, I think he said he's on 483. So yeah, that's their project, I think, for the season, to see him up to that big 500. So we'll stay tuned. What else did we have? We had Larkhill. Obviously, we had the Coronation Gold Cup, which was won, unsurprisingly, by Grace Adevenki. Some of the big names didn't turn up in that race, but I tell you, I was there, and the way he won it round that ground, it really was a tough contest out in Larkhill. Completely had loads in hand, and yeah, he's just a really special horse. 10 from 10 at Larkhill. It's really incredible. And then later on in the card, we had a division. We had loads of runners at Larkhill. They had a division of the maiden. So Tom Lacey and Sean O'Connor took both of those. With Hive Runner took Division 2, but Gallant Tide on Division 1. I mean, Tom Lacey thinks a serious amount about this horse and said that he thinks he's potentially could be the next Energumene, was the whispers. He actually said he's not seen a horse pull up there since Energumene one round there. He pulled up so far from the finish line, and again, all of them were 4-year-olds in February, and it was a tough contest. So there really were some special horses potentially for the future there.
That's something to very much keep an eye on. Tell us about the landmark wins for Gina Andrews and Alan Hill.
Yes, so we've had a number of hunter chases. We've got today, obviously, we've got Fakenham, and tomorrow we've got the Rorus. But Gina Andrews took yesterday's hunter chase at Taunton, taking her up to 100 winners. So she was aboard Golden Sun for Paul Nicholls, and that's taken her up to 100 under rules winners. And I think she's just shy of 450 British point-to-point winners, and obviously her 11 champion lady jockey titles as well. You know, she's not doing too badly, is she?
Not at all. That is some record. And Alan Hill, 450 point-to-point trained winners now as well.
Ridden winners, yeah, I can't remember how many she's trained. I'm short of that maths, but yeah, keeping up on what she has ridden, yeah, so she's just shy of 450 British. She had a couple over in Ireland, so yeah, the maths gets a little bit confusing, but the one thing is for sure, she's flying.
Unbelievable, yeah. This weekend, Duncan Park, that's where we'll be.
Yeah, so we lost another fixture due to the weather. So Duncan Park is our only fixture this weekend on Sunday. We've got 7 races there and a great number of entries, just shy of 110. And the maiden has 30 entries currently, so that might divide. So they might even have 8 races. So yeah, it's really good to see supported up there in the north.
Will you be there?
Pardon, sorry?
Are you going there?
Oh, no, I'm not actually. I'm heading up to Alnwick next week though, so I am making the journey up there. But no, having a day off this weekend, I will be at Wincanton.
No doubt you'll be keeping a very close eye on Duncan Park, though. Enjoy Wincanton. As ever, it's been good to speak to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Angus. Thank you.